Hello everyone, this is Ali Gaming, and on this video I'm going to be talking about the PS4 games coming out this fall. Now what you'll be seeing is not gameplay, but I finished it already, so this is old footage, but it's what I have right now. Now these will be split up into three parts. The first part being the games that I'm definitely getting, yes. The second part will be getting games that I might not be getting or I might be getting, that's the maybe. And the third part is games that I'm definitely not getting, that's a no. Now, the first game coming out that I'm getting is The Last of Us Remastered Edition. Now, I played The Last of Us last year and I thought it was by far the PS3's best game and the best game of last generation, which is why I feel obligated to play Last of Us Remastered Edition. And that's coming out on July 29th. If you haven't picked it up then, you should definitely pick it up now. The next game coming out that I'm really looking forward to is Destiny, and I'm definitely getting this because I'm definitely playing this with all my friends. This game is coming out in September 25th, and I can really see myself spending hours if not days on it. On the 7th of October, Alien Isolation comes out. Now this one looks really good despite there not being a lot of good horror games coming out this year. I mean, so far we got Outlast and Daylight. Now those are great for YouTube videos and all, and I might do that with Alien Isolation, but Alien Isolation really looks different from what we're usually getting, and so that's why I'm excited for it. Now if you've forgotten, it comes out on October 7th. Also coming out on October 7th is Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Age Inquisition is the third part in the Dragon Age series, and some people are calling it the final, however there's been no confirmation on that. But I've always wanted to get into the RPG genre. I couldn't really with Skyrim because everything got too confusing, but I've always wanted an easy way in. And I'm hoping Dragon Age Inquisition helps me with that, and I'm also going back to Skyrim every now and then, but I might not have the time. Now, next on the list also comes out on October 7th, that's Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. Now, I'm really intrigued by this game because I'm a big fan of the Lord of the Rings franchise and Tolkien's world in general. So I was really looking forward to this game, mainly because I thought it would be an easier way to get into the RPG genre than even Dragon Age Inquisition showed, because it mixes it in with other things. Now what I really found interesting was the enemy system. The enemies remember you whether you kill them or not, and if they kill you and you come back, they'll remember that. So it turns your everyday enemies into something different. After that, Assassin's Creed Unity comes out. Now, the reason I'm really looking forward to this game because it looks like it's something different. I really loved Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood and Revelations. I thought 3 was great, but I wasn't too big on 4 or 3. So I was hoping that this was a step in the right direction. A lot of people liked 4. I honestly wasn't too big on it. I mean, I didn't really like the sailing missions. Plus, whenever you were on foot and on the ground, I mean, all you ever did was tailing missions, and that got really old. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one because it really looks like a step in the right direction. Now, that's coming out on October 28th. However, on October 21st, you're getting Battlefield Hardline. Now, I'm confused about this game with myself, really. It looks great, but it doesn't look all that different from Battlefield 4, which I really enjoyed and was also my first Battlefield game. Now another game also coming out on October 21st is Evolve. Now what's really interesting about Evolve is that you either play 1 out of 4 heroes or the main boss. Now with the main boss you can evolve I think 3 times, and that's what gives the game its uniqueness. You can be either the heroes or the boss, but the heroes can only defeat the boss if they work together. So it really seems like something me and my friends would really enjoy and play for a while. Now the next game on the list is The Evil Within, also coming out on October 21st. Now what's special about this game is that it's made by Shinji Mikami, who was the original creator of the Resident Evil series, at least the first couple, and so he's considered to be the grandfather of the survival horror series. Now, what got me excited and then made my excitement drop a bit was recently news outlets went to a couple game conventions and saw that the game wasn't as great as they'd hoped it would be, and wasn't really scary and had a couple of technical issues. Now that actually quite frightens me because I was quite looking forward to the game. Hopefully when it comes out it surprises me and surprises everyone else. Now you undoubtedly know the next game on this list, Grand Theft Auto 5. They're remaking it for the next gen consoles and the PC. Now, what I really find interesting about this one is that the best-selling game of all time is Mario Kart Wii. Now, you could argue it's one of the Wii Sports games or Tetris, but those don't really count because those were bundled with their consoles. Mario Kart Wii wasn't, so it sold 35 million copies. Grand Theft Auto 5 on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 alone sold about 32 million. And I really think when the next gen versions come out and the PC version, it's going to increase, and the Grand Theft Auto 5 will become the best-selling game of all time. And you can expect to see it sometime in October, although they haven't given an exact release date. Now, after we're done with October, we finally reach November. Now, on November 4th, you're gonna see Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now, I really like the Call of Duty franchise. In fact, I should rephrase that. I love the Call of Duty franchise. I think it has a lot to offer. Plus, I've loved each of the games, except the most recent one, which was Ghosts, which is why I'm a bit worried for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. However, from what I've seen so far, it looks great and looks like a true next-gen Call of Duty, even though it's coming out on both the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. But maybe it can redeem itself from Ghosts, which I thought was horrible and had one of the worst campaigns I had played, period. You can expect to play that at the 4th of November. Now, on the 18th of November comes one of my most anticipated games, which is obviously why it's on my yes list, Far Cry 4. Everyone's looking forward to this game. However, this is going to be my first Far Cry. Now, I played with Far Cry 2 for a while, but it didn't really hook me as much as it hooked everyone else. Now, I said Far Cry 2, not 3. So, I could get Far Cry 3 right now, but I'm just going to wait until Far Cry 4 comes out. Now, Far Cry 4 had so many different demos that I saw, and they all looked great. Each one presented something different. I couldn't believe that you could ride an elephant into battle with a flamethrower. Now, what had a lot of people hyped, but not really me, was the fact that your friends can play the game even if they don't have it, but as long as you do. Now, what I found weird about that is that who are these cheap friends not getting the game for themselves? Now, last on my list, but most certainly not least, is Little Big Planet 3. I've always enjoyed this series, especially the first two, and this one looks like a step above, even though it's not made by Media Molecule, the people who made the first two. But what I'm looking for in a game is fun, no matter who the developer is, and this really does look like a game that I would enjoy playing with my brother. Overall, those are the games that I'm most definitely getting by the end of this year. Stay tuned for my next parts. Part 2 will be the maybe, which are the games that I might be getting. Most likely yes, most likely not, but there may be. And my third part will be the games that I'm definitely not getting. Now, you'll have to see them when they come out, but thank you for watching so far.